officially been off of hormonal birth control for about a year and a half now, but I was initially on it for 5 years. The last year and a half, I've been relearning my body, relearning my cycle, and dealing with acne and just different side effects, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, the second I got off of hormonal birth control, my acne came back with vengeance, so much worse than it even was in high school. After having such clear skin, being on birth control and then coming off of it and dealing with so much acne, it honestly had a really big mental toll on me. It was hard for me to go outside without makeup. It was hard for me to show my skin online. It just made me super insecure. I've gotten more comfortable showing myself online and in public without makeup, but it really just had such a rough effect on me at the start. I haven't talked about this publicly yet because I honestly wasn't super comfortable. I got off of birth control, I pretty much immediately gained like 7 pounds. Also started to see insulin and blood sugar problems start to rise, which was not normal for me, and I'm not even sure why to this day that this happened. Maybe it's just the transition from being on it for so long and then getting off of it, but honestly this was just a really hard transition for me. Those were the two worst kind of side effects that kind of came from all this, but thankfully my acne has cleared up a ton. Like I kind of needed to revamp my skincare routine, revamp the foods I was eating, and kind of address the root cause hormonal issues of what was going on. And my acne by no means has been like cured or healed. Like I still struggle a lot with acne. It's definitely gotten so much better from where it was. Regarding the insulin resistance and blood sugar stuff I was dealing with, I made a ton of diet changes, not necessarily eating less, just choosing different foods. This initially scared me a ton because I didn't want to spiral back into like disordered eating mindset, but honestly making these new diet fixes really hasn't felt restrictive at all, and I feel like I've maintained a pretty healthy mindset with it all. And don't get me wrong, there's still some days that are very hard, but I feel like overall my mindset has been so much better. Since getting off birth control, when I gained 7 pounds, I have lost 15 since then. But this was the first time I feel like I intentionally lost weight in a healthy way. I was really only trying to lose the 7 to 10 pounds, really not much more than that, but I did end up losing a little bit more than that. Now those are some of the negative things that happened to me post birth control, but some of the better things that have happened is I feel like I'm so much more in tune with my cycle. I understand how my body works, understand fertility so much better. I'm more educated about women's health and my own health. Through natural cycles and the Oura Ring, I do feel like I have a better understanding of my overall health and natural birth control. I feel like being on birth control was like a band-aid solution for all these problems I was dealing with, but getting off of it really allowed me to get to what was the actual problem of all this. I'm not trying to convince you to get on birth control, to get off birth control. This has nothing to do with that. I'm just telling you my experience, so don't think that I'm pressuring you to do anything with your situation. Those are my thoughts of being off birth control for about a year and a half now. The initial point of this video was to share some of the skincare I've been using recently that I feel like has been helping, so now I'll show you that. This brand, Good Molecules, I've been loving. My skin has been reacting so well to this, so let me put you on. It's this lightweight daily moisturizer, and it has not had a single bad effect on my skin. Start off the morning putting on like a thin layer of this, and I'll also take the Good Molecules Daily Brightening Serum, and I'll also put this on. I'll drop this on my forehead and cheeks. This is not skincare, but this is something I've been using every day recently, and I love. This brand called Cheeky sent it to me, and it's like a hormone-friendly perfume. It's all like essential oils and stuff, and so I just put it on my wrists, and low-key, it smells so good, and also like kind of like soothes me. I don't know, that kind of sounds weird, but it's true. Like I feel like relaxed after putting this on. At night, I've been switching between tretinoin. This is like the very concentrated version, and I'm almost out. It's about 3 times a week, and then every other night of the week, I use this Mad Hippie Triple C night cream. I also haven't experienced any breakouts from this. All natural ingredients. I've been loving these so much. I hope this helps you guys. I'm not trying to convince you either way, but I do think there needs to be more discussion of women's health. Love you guys.